Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am Chris and this is my Zepbound journey. Today is Wednesday weigh-in, the day before Thanksgiving. I guess that's a break. Well, if Thanksgiving was on a Tuesday, Wednesday weigh-in might be a little less exciting. I am going into week 40 on Zepbound. I started the last week of February 2025 and I am down 113 pounds, 104 since I've been on Zepbound. I lost 9 in January when I was just going my own trying to lose weight before, and most of February actually. So in 2 months I had lost 9 pounds before I started Zepbound. I was on Zepbound 2.5 for 8 weeks. I was on 5.0 for 24 weeks. And I just finished my 8th week of my 7.5. I did the 4th shot out of my second box. So that reminds me, I need to go pick up my month of 7.5. I'm staying on 7.5. And I just wanted to chat before the holidays, do a quick video. I want to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. I know that holidays can be very stressful. I'm super excited this year and in the last couple of years. My daughters, both, the older daughters, not my youngest daughter, have married men who love to cook. So I get to go to dinner at my daughter and son-in-law's house. And, I felt a little sad the first couple of years that I did not cook, but I'm really leaning into it now. It's exciting. It's very much less stressful to go to somebody else's house for the holidays. And we do a turkey here. I got my free turkey from Giant. When you grocery shop locally, they give you a coupon. So we have a big turkey downstairs that my husband and I are cooking so that we will have leftovers because I love turkey. But anyways, I know you're all planning, or most of you are planning, or some of you are planning here in America. I know a lot of my followers are not in the United States. So if you're not, then you can just apply these tips for any get-together that you are going to be having in your neck of the woods. But I really like to have a game plan going into Thanksgiving or going into any food event, because I love food. And just because I'm on Zepbound, it doesn't mean that I don't love food anymore. And so there have been some things that I have done over the last several months since I've started this that have really helped me at meals to come away with either only gaining a couple pounds or not gaining any weight at all. Not drinking has helped for me enormously. That may not be for you. I think I will have a couple of glasses of wine tomorrow, but I might not. Since I have mostly stopped drinking since February, it's a lot easier to not drink. I don't know if that makes sense, but I would say if you're getting together and you're going to a big celebration or a party or anything, or Thanksgiving, a couple of things. When I was first on Zepbound, as you all know, I was terrified to eat anything weird because my daughter had a lot of weird side effects and got sick from different things. Now, everybody is different. So what's interesting, this is my first holiday. I started in February. So I went through the holidays last year, not on Zepbound and not having, it just is a really good weapon in my arsenal for not being hungry. And I have learned since then, because we've had Easter and we've had a ton of birthdays, how to most successfully navigate for me at an event that I'm going to. Now, the very first thing for me is don't show up starving. It's just like grocery shopping. Don't go to the store hungry. Everything looks so much better. Don't walk into a house that smells like turkey and gravy hungry. And I know it seems counterintuitive because you want to go and you want to be hungry and you want to enjoy the food. But honestly, if you go and you're not starving, you're going to be able to, spend the first hour or two. Generally, there's, at least where I'm going now, there is food right away, but it's not the meal. it keeps me from overindulging on the appetizers. My son-in-law does a phenomenal amount of appetizers. It makes it so I'm not ravenous and then I don't overeat on the appetizers. But before I go to anything, and this has helped me enormously, I will drink like 2 full cups of chicken bone broth with a little bit of garlic, salt, and pepper in it. The liquid, I mean, it's shown that people eat soup, that people that eat soup before they eat like 20% less, particularly tomato soup, but I'm not going to do the tomato soup thing. I guess you could have a Bloody Mary and that might count. But I fill up with some soup broth and then either a handful of nuts, mixed nuts that I get from Costco, a cheese stick, a yogurt, a few slices of turkey, has a bunch of protein in it, so it'll keep you full. And I know that's weird if you don't want to ruin the turkey, but I have like the organic stuff from Costco that I love. It's like 52 calories for 3 slices, and it's very filling. And so my idea is to go there not starving. That has helped me through all the events this year that I've been to, Easter, 4th of July, all the birthdays. What am I missing during Christmas? I mean, Thanksgiving and Christmas is really the big guns. Like, this is like, we're here to eat. And it's all my delicious favorite foods from when I was young. So, and I don't plan on skipping them. And I've been pretty good when I go to these other things about having a small amount of what I like. So first thing is, don't show up starving. Second thing, if I can suggest it, is to lead with protein. Put the turkey on your plate. If you're vegan, I don't know, is it tofurkey that people eat, which is a tofu? Lead with the tofu, lead with the turkey, lead with the protein. It will help to not derail you. You can start with ham, chicken, whatever protein is being served. It keeps you full, and it naturally will like reduce the amount of food that you want after that, which for me is the stuffing and the gravy, which I love, potatoes, which I love. And again, I'm not planning to totally avoid these things, but I just want to make it so that I slow down a little bit and don't mindlessly inhale those things. So kind of a gimme is move a little bit before the day after, the day before, and move a little bit the day after. And if you can, get up and go for a walk or go outside, get some fresh air after you eat. These videos keep popping up on my feed about taking a 10-minute walk after you eat. And my husband and I have incorporated that, and my weight has been pretty stable, going down just a little bit, but stabilizing real well, along with a little bit more food uptake lately since I'm getting closer to my goal weight. But the walk after eating really does help. And it kind of helps you when you push away from the table from mindlessly eating, which can happen, and drinking with our families. My one son-in-law, whose house we're going to, is actually born in Sicily and was there till he was 7, and his whole family's Sicilian, and they will sit for hours and eat and drink at the table, and it's a lot of fun. But I also find myself getting real full, so I will like excuse myself and go play with my grandson, go check out his Star Wars toys, and kind of get away from the table. That kind of helps me a little bit to keep it from becoming too long of a party. Another thing is, remember that it is one day in a month, not a whole month. So it's one day is not going to ruin your progress, no matter how much food you eat. But I would go in with a game plan if you can. And just the simple move of drinking some chicken broth, or eating a few slices of turkey or a cheese stick, and showing up not famished was a game changer for me. And, I think that's about it. Oh, there's one more. If sometimes people pack things up, they send them home with you. Now, for me, I'm a very all or nothing person. Like in the past, when I guess I was a binge eater. In the past, it was all or nothing. Like if I started eating Oreos at 4 o'clock, I would eat the whole sleeve or the whole pack of Oreos. And that is binge eating. It would be a night of eating. And the next day would be, I'm starting my diet today. Uh, I understand that mentality. I'm not completely like that anymore, but if you taking leftovers home is going to cause you a second day bender, which it would have for me in the past when I wasn't taking Zepbound, which actually like controls my food noise and is still controlling my food noise, even though it's not as much controlling my food noise, and now it's more work to not eat than it was when I first started. Just don't bring them home. I'm going to tell you a little short story, which is ridiculous because it's about smoking, but it has to do with healthy eating. Years ago, when I quit smoking, I was in my 20s. Maybe I was 30. No, I was, in my 28, 29. And I quit smoking, like cold turkey. No, I had tried Nicorette before, this and that, but I quit and I wanted to be done, and I didn't smoke for 3 weeks. I went out with my sister-in-law to a bar, which I never did. We had young children. They were home with the kids. I bought a pack of cigarettes because I was drinking, and I smoked half the pack while I was sitting there talking to her. And when I went to go home, I left the cigarettes on the table because I knew that if I took them home with me, the next day when I was curling my hair and having my coffee, I would be right back to smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. Now that's an extreme example, but it's a little insight into how my brain works. Your brain might not work that way, but if it does, and you're prone to binge eating, then just don't take home the leftovers. Leave them there. Let somebody else enjoy them. They won't go to waste. Somebody else will take them home, and you'll be back on track the next day with your healthier eating. And hopefully you might have tried to make the cottage cheese dark chocolate mousse that I made yesterday that I am saving for myself tomorrow when I get home. I'm so excited. I finally made a dessert that tastes like it's actually from a restaurant, not like a fill-in diet dessert. So I'll put the link to that as the ending video, and you can click on that. I tell you, if you're going to try one thing this year, this was the most delicious thing I've made in forever. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and thank you for joining me. Bye.